Yo, what is going on, Raider Nation? It's your boy Simone Raider back at it again with another episode of Nation News. And on today's episode, it's a bit crazy because our star running back Josh Jacobs was arrested for DUI. On top of that, it looks like the Raiders are not going to be wasting any more time trying to go out and get their new defensive coordinator for the 2021 season. All of that on this episode of Nation News.
And you tell them one thing: just win, baby.
So the 2020 season is now behind us and we're looking forward to the 2021 offseason, and it's off to a crazy start because our running back Josh Jacobs was arrested for DUI. Allegedly. Now, he was involved in a car accident not too far from the McCarran Airport in Las Vegas, where he was later taken to the hospital. Now, it was reported that the event happened at 4:42 a.m. At least that's what they said. But Josh Jacobs was later released from custody and from the hospital. I guess he was okay and it wasn't really that serious. None of them were really hurt, which is good. But Josh Jacobs does have a court appearance on March 8th of this year, so he's gonna have to attend that. And I wouldn't be surprised if the NFL puts a suspension on Josh Jacobs for the 2021 season, having him out for a couple of games. This will be a huge blow for the team, especially if we don't have a backup running back, but who knows, we're early in the offseason, so we could still go out and get somebody. Now the biggest question would be, how long would Josh Jacobs be suspended for? I mean, time will only tell, and we'll find out more about this when the season gets closer. Now, Josh Jacobs' attorney did come out and say that they will not plead guilty if the case got that far, saying no complaint has been filed against our client and there are no blood test results to support a suggestion of impairment. We intend to enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Jacobs if he is ever charged. Now, the Raiders did come out and issued a statement on this incident saying the Raiders are aware of the situation involving Josh Jacobs. The organization takes these matters seriously and we have no further comment at this time. Now, if you guys didn't see the picture that's been swirling around the internet of Josh Jacobs' accident, I'm gonna put it on the screen right now. It's a crazy crash, and just to see how bad it looked, it's great to see that Josh Jacobs walked out of this alive and well. And the fact that he's going to be good going into next season, other than facing suspension, is a plus for me. And hopefully he learns from this and it's not something that he carries on and on and on, especially in a city like Sin City. So, Raider Nation, what do you guys think about this situation? Should the Raiders be concerned about Josh Jacobs and his actions or not? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Now, moving on, it looks like the Raiders might be finding their new defensive coordinator pretty soon. It was said that the Raiders are working quickly to replace the worst possible defensive coordinator in Raiders history in Paulie G. Now, I thought we wouldn't get any worse than Ken Norton, but I guess I was proved wrong by Paul Gunther. Now, on top of that, reports have been going around that the Raiders have asked for permission to interview Chargers defensive coordinator Gus Bradley. Other candidates that might be lined up for the Raiders defensive coordinator position are the Falcons interim head coach Raheem Morris and the Rams linebacker coach Joe Barry, who ironically is Rob Marinelli's son-in-law. I guess John Gruden likes to keep it in the family. Now, all of these guys, from Gus Bradley to Joe Barry and Raheem Morris, all worked with John Gruden back in their Tampa Bay days. Like I stated earlier, it really does look like John Gruden likes to keep his friends around and look out for his friends and give them jobs, because that's the reason why we have Paul Gunther and the reason why we have Greg Olsen, both of those trash coordinators on this team. And that really rules out the Raiders going out and getting somebody new as a defensive coordinator, you know, somebody young and hungry, because it looks like John Gruden wants to go out and get all his friends to come and work for the Raiders. Now, I know a lot of people has been asking, yo, what is going on with Wade Phillips? Now, I don't think that Wade Phillips is in contention for the defensive coordinator position anymore, because John Gruden came out and announced that he wants to keep that 4-3 defense for this team, because if you guys know, Wade Phillips runs a 3-4 defense and he has done that for most of his career, and I don't think that it's easy for him to just switch it up and run a 4-3 defense. So I believe that eliminates him from the defensive coordinator position. On top of that, he might be really old, like too old for John Gruden, but who knows? Now, John Gruden came out in his presser and said what he's looking for in a defensive coordinator, and he listed a lot of different things, which I'm going to read to you guys. 1, he's looking for a guy with great communication. 2, a guy that can develop players. 3, a guy that can utilize his assistant coaches and allow them to express themselves. 4, a guy that has a history of success. 5, a great people person. And 6, a desire to be a Raider. Now, if you look at all 3 of these candidates, they do have some history of success. And I'm going to quickly break them down to you guys, just so you guys can have an idea of each of these defensive coordinators. And I believe all 3 of these guys kind of fit the criteria that John Gruden is looking for. So let's start off with Raheem Morris. Raheem Morris obviously runs a 4-3. He has an 18-year experience, which that checks off the box. He had a number 1 defense in 2002 with Tampa Bay, a number 3 defense in 2006. He has the ability to coach DBs and linebackers. And he had a top 5 defense with the Falcons, taking them to the Super Bowl. Now moving on to Gus Bradley. He also runs a 4-3 defense. He was the creator of the Legion of Boom in Seattle, had a number 4 defense in 2011, had the number 1 defense in 2012. He also built the Jacksonville Jaguars defense. If you guys remember that team in 2017, you know that that defense carried Blake Bortles and his sorry ass all the way to the playoffs and 1 game shy of the Super Bowl. Man, just imagine Derek Carr with the top 10 defense or even the top 20 defense, because I don't think that Derek Carr has ever had a top 20 defense in his whole career, which is crazy. And he's had a top 10 defense from 2017 to 2019. Now, last but not least, Joe Barry. Now, I don't know if he's ever been a defensive coordinator, but he was under Wade Phillips in that 3-4 defense. He was a linebackers coach for them. And the main reason why we would bring him on, other than being Rob Marinelli's son-in-law, is the fact that he worked with Corey Littleton and LaMarcus Joyner. And they both played really great in their time in Los Angeles. Now, Joe Barry played a big role in Corey Littleton's success in Los Angeles. So hopefully if he does come over as a defensive coordinator, he can bring up Corey Littleton to that all-star potential that we were hoping that he would bring when we signed him. It's been a really bad season for him as a Raider. So if he does come on, hopefully he can put these guys in the best positions to be the best players for this defense. Now, other names that have been swirling around as candidates for the Raiders defensive coordinator position have been Greg Williams and Chris Richard. Now, I don't know whether we should get these guys or not. I haven't really looked into them as much, but I want to ask you guys, what do you guys think about these 3 candidates in Gus Bradley, Raheem Morris, or even Joe Barry as our future defensive coordinator? Who would you guys pick? Or is there anybody else that I haven't named that you guys would rather have as our new defensive coordinator going into 2021? Let your boy know in the comments below. All right, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today on this episode of Nation News. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please smash that like button. It does a lot for this channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. And on top of that, if you're a Raider fan and you're watching this for the very first time, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this one. Until the next video, Raider Nation, this your boy Small Raider, and your boy is
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby. Raiders! And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.